In 1795, scientist Victor Frankenstein builds a human using body parts and electricity. But when he sees what he has done, he panics and wraps the creature like a mummy before throwing it into a river. However, the creature is strong enough to survive and emerges from the water seeking revenge. It returns to Victor's home and kills his wife, saying it is eye for an eye. After that, the creature goes to the far north, as it can withstand the cold. Victor tries to track it down for revenge, but the freezing temperatures begin to affect him. Even though it does not tolerate Victor, the creature decides to give him a proper burial in the family cemetery. While digging, it hears a strange noise and turns around, only to find a demon looking at it. They want the creature to go with them, but it defends itself. After a brief struggle, it is thrown into a pit, where a demon immobilizes it by the neck. Desperate to defend itself, the creature grabs a tomb marker with a strange symbol and stabs the demon, causing it to catch fire. At that moment, a stone gargoyle appears. Turning to look at the grave, it suddenly opens its eyes, revealing that it is alive. A bunch of gargoyles begins to move as this creature continues to fight against the demons. Unfortunately, it cannot resist for long and ends up fainting. One of the demons begins to kick its face, but they do not want to kill it because they need it alive for someone named Nerus. Out of nowhere, the gargoyles appear and start taking down the demons, using sacred weapons to burn them one by one. Soon, all the demons are burning in flames until none are left. Gargoyle Ophir and Keziah transform into humans to check on this creature. They realize that it is something special, as it survived a demon attack. Ophir goes to the unfinished tomb and finds Victor's body along with his diary. At that moment, the creature wakes up, all tied up on the ground in a strange room with Ophir and Keziah. Suddenly, Gargoyle Queen Leonor and her guard Gideon enter, and Gideon immediately demands that the creature be executed. The creature begins to struggle against its chains, so Keziah and Ophir try to stop it with daggers while explaining about the demons. Gideon thinks this is a good reason to eliminate it, but Leonor holds him back and looks into the creature's eyes. She sees that it is more human than a monster, so she decides to name it Adam. Once it is finally freed, they show him the cathedral. Leonor explains that Adam was attacked by demons working for the Prince of Darkness. She tells him that the Order of the Gargoyles was established by the great Archangel Michael, and it is their sacred duty to fight. To combat the demons and prevent them from annihilating humanity, Leonor asks Adam to stay close for his own safety. But Adam does not want to get involved in a war that is not his. Still wanting to keep him safe, Ophir and Keziah take him to the armory. While Adam chooses a weapon, the gargoyles explain how everything works. Only blessed objects can hurt demons, such as holy water and crucifixes. Anything can become sacramental if you mark it with the blessed symbol of the Order of Gargoyles. When a demon is defeated, the spirit is dragged to hell, trapped there forever. On the other hand, the gargoyles do rise when they die, and only soulless beings can take them down. After trying out various weapons, Adam finally finds one that works for him and leaves the cathedral. Meanwhile, Leonor tells Gideon to keep Victor's diary in the vault. From then on, Adam begins to wander the world, and over the centuries, he does not age at all. The demons continue to hunt him down and attack, so he ends up gaining a lot of experience fighting them and learning along the way. He tries to figure out the best way to eliminate them quickly, even learning to set traps. He imagines burning the demons without lifting a finger. But eventually, he realizes that no matter where he goes, the demons always track him down, and there is no escaping that. So he decides to return to the city and is impressed by how much it has changed. Modern lights are everywhere. Determined to uncover the source of his troubles, Adam enters a club, spots a guy at a table, and decides to follow him into a dark alley. Out of nowhere, Adam is attacked by a demon hidden in the shadows, but Adam is quick. He grabs the demon and throws it against the wall, demanding to know where he can find Nerus. Suddenly, a police officer appears, so Adam decides to use the demon as a shield. But the demon quickly frees itself, grabs Adam's gun, and kills the officer in just a few seconds. Then, out of nowhere, 2 more demons appear, but Adam quickly defeats them. He has the skills for it. Meanwhile, the first demon tries to escape, so Adam chases after it, following it even as it climbs a wall. At the top of the building, the demon jumps and takes off running. Adam wants to keep chasing it, but suddenly, a gargoyle appears and grabs him. Meanwhile, in a mysterious laboratory, scientists Tara and Carl are working on a unique experiment. They have a dead rat connected to a large machine, and when they turn it on, the rat begins to convulse. Its heart rate spikes to the point of cardiac arrest. The machine eventually shuts down because it has been pushed to the limit, but Carl is beaming because they managed to make the heart beat, even if it was only for a few seconds. While all this is happening, the project's financier is secretly watching. At that moment, the demon Adam just fought appears and begins to tell an exaggerated version of the story. Nerus sees through the lie and punches him. Meanwhile, outside, another demon watches as a gargoyle takes Adam to the cathedral. They enter through a window, and the gargoyle transforms back into its human form. Then, a whole bunch of other gargoyles emerges from the shadows and grabs Adam, restraining his arms and legs. They lift him into the air, and Gideon puts a collar around his neck. Adam is tied to a chair when Leonor enters to remind him that his battle needs to happen in secret. Gideon points out that the human officer died because Adam acted rashly, and he and Leonor agree that it is better to keep Adam restrained. Irritated, Adam responds to Leonor, saying that she is no better than Nerus, causing her expression to momentarily turn monstrous. Meanwhile, Nerus orders his demons to bring Adam to him alive. The horde of demons runs through the streets, heading straight for the cathedral, as the gargoyles keep watch and observe the demons approaching. When the time is right, they spring into action, and a brutal battle begins. The gargoyles take down the demons one by one, burning them mercilessly, but this ends up being just a distraction. Demon Zeril is hiding with a horde of beasts on top of the tall buildings, and soon they head for the cathedral as well. Before they know it, the gargoyles find themselves overwhelmed and start to fall too, their bodies glowing blue as they rise to the skies. Gideon calls Ophir and Keziah holds Adam, then creates a small axe using her 3 weapons to defend against the invading demons. The horde is relentless as they bang on the doors, but Gideon and 2 other gargoyles shine as the best fighters, taking down one demon after another with incredible skill. Gideon even kicks a bunch of demons out the open window to break up the horde, jumping after them as he transforms into his gargoyle form. Meanwhile, Ophir and Keziah are protecting Adam, who insists that he needs to join the fight too if they really want to face them. To win, Ophir reluctantly releases him and hands him a weapon as the demons begin to pound on the door, which is about to break open. Adam bursts through the door, using it as a shield as he charges into the horde. Ophir and Keziah are right behind him, taking out any demon Adam doesn't hit. Unfortunately, Keziah is hit from behind and ends up paralyzed with pain. She has to watch, as Ophir is also knocked down and killed. As the clock strikes midnight and the bell tolls, Gideon is atop the cathedral, observing the battlefield and realizing how his warriors have been slaughtered. He roars and dives, cutting down any demon that dares to cross his path. Soon the demons begin to run, and the remaining gargoyles pursue them, filled with rage. Adam checks on Keziah's injury, but she does not want help. She and Ophir loved each other, but they could not be together because of the rules. But this will not be a problem in heaven. Adam watches Keziah ascend and reunite with Ophir on the other side. Then, Adam tries to get information from a demon that was left behind while Leonor speaks. Her guards should help everyone, but out of nowhere, a demon breaks in through the window and takes Leonor. While all this is happening, Adam discovers that the whole fight was just a distraction to lure Lord Gideon and the guards away, leaving Leonor completely unprotected. Later, the gargoyle returns with a captured demon, and Adam begins to beat it to force it to reveal where Leonor is. At first, the demon does not give any information, so Adam threatens to throw it into a holy water fountain. This really makes the demon nervous, and finally, it reveals that Zerel wants Gideon to bring Adam and trade him for Leonor. Adam then eliminates the demon with holy water and escapes from the cathedral. When Gideon returns and discovers what happened, he rushes to the vault, ignoring the warnings from the other gargoyles that taking things is against the rules. Gideon grabs Victor's diary and begs forgiveness from God. Shortly after, he appears at the location where Zerel is holding Leonor hostage. Adam is there too, but he is being stealthy instead of revealing himself as the room starts filling with demons. Gideon hands the diary over to the queen, even though she told him not to. The diary falls at Zerio's feet, and as Zuro releases Leonor to grab it, Gideon dives, scoops her up, and flies through the hole in the ceiling. At that moment, Adam leaps up, ready to fight, and then Zuro flees with the diary as a bunch of demons attacks Adam again. This fight is easy for him, and he takes them all out in just a few minutes. Then he goes after Zuril, who reaches another building and enters an elevator using a magnetic card. Adam quickly follows him. After taking down a nearby demon, Adam grabs its magnetic card to continue the chase. Soon, he finds Nerus and hands over the diary while scientist Malachi is next to a dead body, drawing a crazy demon symbol on its forehead. As soon as Zerel and Eris leave, Adam enters and spots Mikai before checking the back room. He is completely shocked to find thousands of bodies and capsules lined up, waiting to be brought back to life. Later, Nerus takes the diary to Carl and Tara, who begins to flip through it and discovers that Victor was using electric eels to create Adam, involving many eels and a very large energy source. Carl then wonders what would be capable of defeating someone who was created this way. At this moment, Adam continues to sneak around until he finally arrives in the observation room. There he sees Tara holding the diary, so he breaks in through the lab door as the alarm goes off. The frightened woman hands the diary to Adam. Just then, the guards begin rushing in, and Adam starts to back away. But then Nerus comes in, tells the guards to hold him, and walks up to Adam, asking if he wants to join him in the search. When Nerus tries to touch him, Adam quickly grabs his hand, and Nerus's eyes flash with anger. Zurel intervenes to defend his boss, giving Adam the chance to escape by jumping out the window. His strength pushes him across the ground, and he lands on a moving subway train. He rolls through the train until he finds something to grab onto to avoid falling. Once he sits up, he begins to flip through the diary. But while reading Victor's apologies for his experiments and seeing his own face in it, he becomes very upset and slams the diary down hard. Meanwhile, Nerus tells Tara to go home and rest, thinking Adam will catch up with her to help figure out the diary and its prediction. Soon, Adam is following Tara through the city. She begins to realize that someone is following her and tries to hide, but Adam appears behind her anyway. He covers her mouth and promises not to hurt her before releasing her and asking her to come with him. Tara decides to follow Adam as he tells her about the war between the demons and the Gargoyles. They finally arrive at his hideout, and Adam kicks the door open. Zurel hears the commotion, and then Adam updates Tara on what's happening. Nerus wants to learn Victor's methods to create a powerful army of creatures like him. Tara has difficulty believing this, but at that instant, Zurel appears in his demon form. Things get pretty intense, and a fierce fight ensues. Adam is knocked off a scaffold, and Zurel dives after him, holding his weapon to Adam's throat. Adam admits to having seen the bodies and points out that they will never be able to control them. But Zurel insists that they will invoke demonic spirits from hell to help them, claiming that it will be easy to control them since those bodies have no souls, just like Adam. Then Zurel grabs the diary and says that, thanks to it, he no longer needs Adam alive. At the moment Zurel is about to strike, Tara appears and pretends that they need Adam alive for the experiment to work. While Zurel is distracted by her speech, Adam pulls out a hidden knife and stabs him, causing him to explode into flames. The fire nearly reaches the diary, but Tara manages to grab it in time. After that, they return to Adam's hideout, where Tara tends to his wounds. Telling him that he is only a monster if he acts like one, Adam falls asleep to rest. Tara takes the opportunity to finish reading the diary. When Adam wakes up, Tara says she is ready to replicate Victor's methods and wants to fulfill her promise to make a companion for Adam. Just then, Carl calls Tara's cell phone, and they plan to meet later. Unfortunately, Carl is being watched by some guards who overhear everything. After this, Tara leaves and tells Adam not to follow her, so he simply lets her go. When Tara arrives at the meeting point, she discovers that Carl has been forced to set a trap for her. She grabs a dagger to defend herself, but one of the guards quickly grabs her wrist and disarms her. Meanwhile, Adam goes to the Cathedral but is captured by the Gargoyles who take him to see Leonor. He updates her about Nerus's plan with the bodies, but also mentions that he now has someone to protect. Leonor agrees to keep Adam and Tara safe, so he goes out to find her. As soon as he is out of Leonor's sight, Gideon is instructed to track down Adam and eliminate him as soon as he gets the diary back. While Adam strolls through an alley, he hears a strange noise that puts him on alert. He hides in a building and grabs an emergency axe before moving on. When he finally arrives at his hideout, he spots the diary on the ground, but there is no sign of danger. Suddenly, he catches a glimpse of something in the mirror, and out of nowhere, Gideon hits him, causing him to collide with the wall. When Gideon strikes him again, Adam flies through a door, almost falling through it. He manages to stabilize himself with his axe. To avoid falling, Gideon enters and knocks the axe away, but Adam still falls. Just in time, he holds on to the ground. While trying to stand up, he fails to see Gideon, who is wandering around the building. Suddenly, Gideon collides with Adam. Then he grabs Adam by the neck and pushes him through wall after wall until the ceiling finally collapses. They emerge outside, and Gideon releases Adam so he can strike with his axe. As Adam seizes him, he lands on a car. Gideon lands right on top of him, but then he suddenly feels a sting and realizes he has been hit. Using his own weapon against him, Adam reminds Gideon that he has no soul. As Gideon dies, he ascends, bathed in blue light. Two gargoyles rush to the scene, but all they find are Gideon's clothes, which they take back to Leonor in the laboratory. Tara refuses to help Nerus, so he kills Carl to force her to act. With no other options, Tara connects Carl to the machine and uses her newfound knowledge to start reviving him. Everything she does is mirrored by Malachi, who begins to revive his collection of vials. The percentages on the screen begin to rise. Meanwhile, Adam spots the knife that Tara dropped. Furious, he throws the diary into the fire and heads for the cathedral. He raises his hands to get the gargoyles' attention and begins to back away, trying to get them to follow him. Leonor and her warriors jump after him. When one of the gargoyles lunges at Adam, he punches it hard enough to send it crashing into a car. Following Leonor's orders, more gargoyles begin to chase Adam, so he runs toward the Niberia laboratory. Just when he thinks he has gained some space, another gargoyle gets close enough to make a move. Adam grabs it, and they break the gate. Security quickly notices, and a bunch of demons rush out to confront them. Adam begins taking them down one by one, burning them. Leonor suddenly realizes that he brought them here on purpose. When a guard tries to reach him, a gargoyle dives, grabs him, and takes him to the sky to finish him off. More gargoyles enter the fight, eliminating demons mercilessly, turning the whole scene into total chaos. Meanwhile, Leonor spots Malachi running from a secret entrance. As Adam advances toward the laboratory, he comes face to face with Nerus, who, while distracted, Tara tries to shut down the machine but cannot. Suddenly, Nerus grabs her by the neck and throws her toward the machine, which is discharging electricity. Adam intervenes and catches her, but in the process, he hits the machine and is electrocuted. He struggles for a few seconds before letting go of Tara and fainting on the floor. Meanwhile, Leonor and some gargoyles enter Malachi's laboratory and find all the bodies, with the screen showing that the reanimation process is 40% complete. At that moment, Nerus grabs Adam and says that he knows he wants a soul. Then he makes a sinister symbol on Adam's forehead and begins to invoke spirits from hell. Meanwhile, in the hidden laboratory, the computer now shows that it is at 92%, while the demonic spirits head for the bodies. Leonor orders her warriors to destroy everything, so they begin to dismantle the structure and ruin the bodies. One of the spirits manages to reach a body at 100%, but Leonor takes it out in just a few seconds. The demonic spirit veers away from all the bodies and continues rising until it reaches Adam, making him scream as it binds with him. Nerus knocks Adam down and welcomes him to demonic life. But Adam looks up and wipes the symbol from his forehead, showing that he is not affected by possession. This means that Adam actually has a soul. Then he grabs a sharp object and makes some cuts to draw the blessed gargoyle mark on Nerus's chest, causing him to explode into flames. The explosion begins to take down the entire building, and the gargoyles fly to the sky. Adam reaches out for Tara just in time before she falls. Then, a fireball, which is Nerus's spirit, also comes crashing down. Outside, Leonor advances toward him while the gargoyles watch the entire building sink into the ground. One of the gargoyles dives down and sees the fireball heading toward hell. At that moment, Leonor ascends, carrying Adam and Tara with her, followed by her warriors. When they return to the cathedral, Leonor tells Adam that he has found his purpose. After that, Adam decides that he will fight for humanity after all and takes on the name of his father, Frankenstein.